Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be talking about a secret bank vault found at the Bank of Rhodes in Red Dead Online, what this could mean and how it could relate to future content for RDR2 multiplayer. So, I actually found this post on the Red Dead Redemption 2 subreddit the other day by a user Nervous Tumbleweed. And his post was, unsure if anyone else has found this. My friends and I were able to enter the bank in Rhodes and found several items. He goes on to say, we were hanging out by the fast travel post waiting for a buddy to get back from hunting, and we were all going to travel together. I walked away from the group and tried to enter the bank. It was open and empty. I walked around in the bank, and when I tried to enter the door to the right of the clerk counter, normally locked, it opened. I was able to walk into the back of the bank and into an area where the clerk would stay. I immediately told my friends to come check it out. We searched around and found several items. We found 3 money clips. However, picking them up gave us no cash. We also found a key named Jail Cell Key. However, it did not appear in the inventory after picking it up. We believe that we stumbled across the framework for an as yet unreleased heist in the Bank of Rhodes. Similar things were found in GTA Online, openable bank vaults with nothing inside. Just wanted to let everyone know. So that right there is incredibly interesting, and we're going to be talking about all the elements of this. So for starters, let's actually travel to the Bank of Rhodes. If you've never been there, it's this pretty simple looking building. You can actually enter in single player, and the inside is pretty standard, and it's exactly as he described. You sort of have the clerk counter. To the right, you have that door that would traditionally be locked or guarded by a lawman, and it just looks like a normal bank. Now, that's what it looks like in single player. In Red Dead Online, it's exactly the same. However, you can't normally get inside. And that's the issue I've had with this so far, is I was unable to replicate this myself. So if you go to the Bank of Rhodes during the day, you'll notice that none of the entrances seem to work. The front door does not work. You can actually go around to the back and it will not work. It's actually locked away by like the steel gate, so you can't even get access to the back door. There's also a ladder in which you can get up onto the rooftop as well. And unfortunately, there's no way to get inside the rooftop either. There's this giant glass sort of like dome that you can look inside, and it's actually a lot easier to see at night, which is something we'll do a little bit later on. But there's basically no way to get inside. So because of that, I was pretty curious how Nervous Tumbleweed ended up getting in. Was it a glitch? Was it something specific that he did in single player that carried over to Red Dead Online? So I actually reached out to him because I was pretty curious about how he was able to get inside. So I said, hey there, I just tried to enter the Bank of Rhodes, but it's locked and there seems to be no way inside. Did you do something special to get in? And I told him thanks. He stated, nope, just walked in. It was at night and I tried going back a few hours later during the day and it was locked. Wasn't looking for bugs or exploring, just happened to walk in. So that's interesting. It literally sounds as if he just walked into the bank and that was it. Now, I asked him if he did any follow-up to that or if he had tried to do it again, and he said, I haven't given it a serious try, but I did go back a few hours later, daytime in game, and was not able to get in the bank. I really have no idea how to replicate it because all I did was walk in the bank and it happened to be open. It may be locked to a specific time though, I'm not sure. And that's actually something that's kind of interesting because on the front of the Bank of Rhodes, it has its normal operating hours, just like all the other businesses in game, 6 a.m. to 12 a.m., which is certainly kind of an awkward time to be open, especially for normal businesses, but that's what they do in Red Dead Redemption 2. So maybe I was thinking to myself, is there a way to get inside during the night? And so that's what I waited for. I waited till after midnight to see if potentially anything would have changed or if maybe the door would be open or a way for us to access the inside of the bank. And the answer is unfortunately no. Even going at night, really nothing changes. I'd say the only difference at night is you're more easily able to see inside of the bank, which again is the exact same as single player, but you can sort of use these windows on the side to actually see some of the internals of the bank, like behind that door. And you do see crazy things like vaults and safes and stuff like that that are actually back inside. Now, he followed up and gave me some more information by saying, to clarify, we did not get into the vault. We did have access to the area behind the bank teller counter, which is where we found the money clips and the key, as well as the back rooms and an office area. The large vault door was not able to be opened. We even tried dynamiting it. So that is pretty interesting that they tried to open up the vault and were unable to do so. And this does bring back a lot of similar memories to GTA Online, where you could actually go inside of the Pacific Standard Bank, you could get into the vault area and it would open, but there would of course be nothing there. Now, we know now that that bank and that vault turned out to be the last and final heist mission that was released in the Heist update in 2015. So Rockstar did end up utilizing this, and it begs a similar question here. Will they utilize this in Red Dead Online? Now, one of the first few things I thought about here was maybe this is just connected to the bonus single-player mission. This Rhodes Bank is actually a bonus single-player mission you can get in Chapter 4 if you have the Special or Ultimate Edition of the game, where you can actually do like an extra bank robbery. And that's sort of what I thought was happening at first. Maybe this user did that, jumped to online, and because of that, the interior loaded and he was able to go inside. Although, again, I'm not sure how to replicate it because no one else in the thread seems to have been able to do that as well. Now, the Rhodes Bank is not the only bank that you can actually go inside, which gives me hope that maybe this one is being locked away for a special purpose. Like, for example, the bank in Valentine, you can just stroll inside and you can open up all the different drawers. You can open up all the different cabinets. You can actually take jewelry and cigars, and you can see that there is a vault on the inside as well that you can actually open to, or at least attempt to open, not saying that it will. However, the back part of the bank was closed. We were unable to access it, and there's a lot of things that are closed off when entering these banks, unlike single player. So this sort of does give me hope that maybe they'll potentially be used a little bit later on, because this would be the perfect opportunity. Not only was it a part of single player, it was also a massive part of GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, bank heists were essentially the staple of that game. So it really wouldn't be shocking to see Rockstar implement something very similar in Red Dead Online. And I can understand where Nervous Tumbleweed is coming from here, because there are like a lot of glitches with these banks. Like, for example, when I was trying to leave the Bank of Valentine, I actually physically could not leave. Like, the doors like broke. It was the strangest thing I had ever seen. So take a look at this right here. Like, literally the doors looked like they had just become burned. The windows I couldn't see out of. It was so strange. Like, I literally got locked inside. And then like phantom doors also started opening. So I can totally see how glitches like this could ultimately happen with the banks that would allow someone inside. But I really do think this is awesome because, as I mentioned earlier, I think that there is a ton of potential here. And this user, Nervous Tumbleweed, might have stumbled upon what is sort of the skeleton of a potential bank heist location. And that would be great for Red Dead Online because as it stands right now, and I know we are in the beta, there is not a ton to do. I mean, you have all the activities you can do in free roam, you have the series, you have the races, you have PvP activities, you have stranger and story mode missions. But other than that, there's not a lot of like dynamic things you can do in the world. There's not many interiors you can interact with, and adding a bank heist like this would be very, very cool. Now, I'm not sure if it would be added as a part of a scripted mission like it is in GTA Online, or if you would just have the opportunity to go to a bank in a random free roam session and have the option to rob it. That would be equally as cool, I'd say, if not more cool. So I think this is very unique, and I think what we've stumbled upon here is certainly pretty interesting. And I'll tell you what, guys, I tried everything in my power to try and get inside of this Rhodes Bank. I mean, I tried to dynamite the doors. I tried to ride my horse and jump off right as I was hitting the door. I tried to use those little seats right next to the entrance, like the chairs. Nothing was working. I tried to get in through the roof. So this is where I want to extend the opportunity to you guys. Maybe try this for yourself. Go to Rhodes, go to the bank, and see if you can get inside. Try during different times of the day. Try different methods like using dynamite, going on the roof. trying to get through with your horse and see if this can be replicated, because someone was able to get through. The fact that no one has been able to replicate this means that it's probably the luckiest opportunity or glitch of all time, or that it was just incredibly random. And the fact that there's items in the bank, like the jail cell key that doesn't go to your inventory mysteriously, and the money clips that don't go to your inventory mysteriously, indicates that I think Rockstar has a bigger and a better plan for this location sometime in the future. But anyways, that's all the information that I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.